This is Shamash here with a brand new video. A brand new video today. We're doing SCP-682 with Deku's powers. Now, I saw all the support for. I saw all that support for the Bill Cipher one. I'm so glad everyone liked that. I'm doing a part 2, so I am. But so these are the 3 things I did. What if Deku had SCP-682 powers? What if he had Build Cypher's powers? And what if he had not technically his power, but I really just wanted to call it Zark's because he's connected with Zark, so I just called it that. Now we're doing the SCP-682 one. Then we're gonna do the Deku, Bill Cipher. Then we're gonna do Zark. So 3 weeks passed though. Yeah, I think we they kidnapped Deku again, put him in like this little box, like a little cage though. So this cage, I want to call it the black box of death, because like it can't be broken, destroyed, blown up. It's like an invincibility. It's like a godly weapon. Now, there is a way to break it, but it's gonna take like a lot of strength. It would take like not even All Might can destroy it. So like it would take a long time. And like you try to face that thing, you're gonna get shocked because the electricity still in Deku's collar is still there. Now, I can't remember mostly half the things, so like I'm gonna go back on the.
Guys, this is Goku Black from Shamaster with a brand new video.
And we're going to here.
All Might goes there, Eraserhead, a lot of pro heroes. So they take down them, but like they let them get away because by accident they say if you kill us, we won't tell you where Deku is.
Oh, I remember now,
and then
guys.
They
okay,
let him
so
go.
From that recording I heard, because that's me, Toga still has Deku, and she is now like fighting him in the bar again. So like Deku's getting shocked though. Now Deku's spirit has been broken. So like actually All For One took Deku's intelligent quirk away. So the intelligent quirk kept him not mind controlled and stuff. So like they took that away. So like he now can get mind controlled. And then like he's fighting Toga though. He's like so like he is like, oh, let's find a good picture. Like he wouldn't be like that. He would be like a little like, he would be like this right here in this image. He would be like this, but like he would just have the rough skin, all that hair, and it would be a collar like really big. And now this collar on there, they specifically designed it for him, so like he can't take it off though. It's like really hard to take off, and like everybody at the League of Villains bar is like really mad at Deku. Mostly, yeah, because everyone's gonna beat the shit out of him. So like Deku's now like scared and stuff like that. And everyone knows he can't die, so like they can torture him forever and ever and ever. And then like they could do that. But Toga doesn't let Shigaraki like disintegrate him, because if he does, then that collar comes off because it doesn't have anything to hold on to. And like he's a check C. So after they get there, Toga is fighting Deku. Then they see Toga's fighting Deku, so they help her out. So then they put chains on Deku, and those chains block off his powers. And then like Shigaraki actually disintegrates his arm off. He's mostly yelling because, like, the power is, he can't regenerate it. So, like, he's like, his hands, he's yelling, though, but they're covering his mouth. And, like, Toga's just staring at him and just smirking, like, and, we're going to the heroes now. So, like, everyone's crying because they saw Deku, like, getting shocked and stuff. And, before Deku got through the portal, like, he left, he just held his hand like a thumbs up and said, he didn't really say anything, though. And then, like, one of the students that, in class 1A, there's some other students, so, like, Inez said, hey, isn't that kid, Deku or something? And then they say that was, though, but then, like, they don't know to track him because, that collar looked like it was actually hurting him, and then they say, how is that possible? His quirk is, like, invincibility, all that stuff. Well, that collar must have, like, blocked off his powers, though. And, like, Ochaka's, like, actually crying inside, but she's not showing it because she doesn't want to and make a scene. Bakugo is, like, he really doesn't know Deku that much, but, like, he's physically angry. So, like, the UA sports exam now commence, and, like, Shigaraki sees that on the TV, they see the UA sports exam start. So, like, they're, like, studying by to check to see if they want to be part of the League of Villains. They see Bakugo when he said that crap on stage. They saw not Tenya, the Black Shadow Crow guy. Some other people. And, like, Deku is figuring, like, he's still on the wall, though. He can move his arm, but then they're getting, like, shocked, though. And then, like, Toga's making stupid jokes, like, saying, oh, what's wrong with a dog? And it's like, he's spitting up blood, though. He's actually gonna die. And then, like, he actually breaks out because the wall is actually, like, really rubblish. So, like, he breaks out one of his arms. There are another one, so, like, his powers don't work. But he is, they're all staring at TV. They can't hear this. And then he sneaks out, though, like, almost. But then, like, the portal guy actually, opens the portal and he sees that. And then Toga says, oh, little mutt, what are you doing, though? And then, Deku just starts running. But, like, he can't get anywhere far because the concrete and those chains. So, like, they actually catch up to him. Toga tackles him, though. If you did not know, SCP-682 can actually change its, ability to, like, change its body parts, though. And, like, Toga almost damaged the collar, but, it almost did that, and then she starts shocking him, though. And like, he's knocked out, and then he's still on the wall, and then Toga's, like, stabbing him in the leg. And then, like, his legs lost all the blood, so, like, he can't move anywhere. And they see, they're just staring at him, though, like, making fun of him, beating the crap out of him. And, like, Deku's getting really beaten up. So this is where Muscular comes in. He's part of the League of Villains now. So now he sees Deku on the wall, and then he asks, hey, what is that kid doing on the wall, though? Oh, don't mind him. He's like a little douche. And, like, Muscular says, well, can I kill him, though? They say, try. He won't really die, though. So then Muscular grabs him by the neck. He actually rips off Deku's head. And they say, why you did that, though? And his powers are back because the collar has been broken off. So then, like, he regenerates his head. But those chains are still on him. But most of the collar sucking up 60% of his power. And those chains were sucking up like 20 and 20 of it. So now, he's fighting. And, like, he is trying to beat the shit out of Muscular. But, So like when I told you those needles were still in them, like when he broke off the collar, needles were like putting like green liquid inside of his skin though. And when he's trying to like the first punch he pulls a Muscular, he falls on the ground though. And then they say, "What the hell was that?" though? Toga says, "Well, that green stuff that was in that little stabbing thing I used to suck up blood is actually for like it wipes out somebody's memories completely though." And then they say, "Well, wouldn't that mean his powers are gone? Like he can't use them that much anymore?" "Yeah, but then we can turn him to a League of Villain actually." So then Deku wakes up. He's on actually a bed. Anyone know whose bed this is? Toga's. Well, creepy as hell though. Well, weird. And then Toga hugs Deku. And then he says, "Who the hell are you though?" And he says, "Oh, you don't remember me?" And he says, "What the fuck is happening?" And like there's no dog collar anymore. The like chains stuff. His powers healed him, but they can't heal his memories because that's like a different part of him that they can't heal. So then Deku asks, "Who the hell am I? Who the hell are you? Where the fuck am I?" and stuff like that. And like she says, "Oh, you'll remember me? I'm your girlfriend." And then we said, "We're villains though." And then like you were actually experimented on by the heroes, so we saved you and stuff. And like Deku understands this though. Then everyone's not gonna talk about this because they don't want his memories to come back. So then like Deku's first mission. So after the sports festival's done, like close done, they tell him your first mission is to infiltrate U.A and like learn all the secrets. So then Deku does though, and then she's gonna ask, "What if he remembers all his memories?" So, "Oh, he won't. That juice thing actually, if he does, like, I put like so much in him that it's gonna take like a full miracle to bring him back." "How much do you make of that stuff?" "Like about a gallon." And there was like 6 needles, so all of them like dragged in. And then like a portal opens, and they see Deku, and all class 1A in all the classes, even All Might says Deku, and he says, "Oh yeah, I remember I have to like be nice to these people though, because I'm a villain." And he said, "Oh, what?" But like his body's still tired out though, like all that, because when he could remember everything. He was shot, beat the crap out of. He has a lot of scars. So when he goes to that portal, he's immediately like knocked out though. And then like they have to stop the sports festival for a second. And then like he's in the medic. And then every single person from class 1A sees what happened to Deku. And then like so when Recovery Girl heals him, she gets all that she sees all that juice in him though. Like juice pouring out of his like scars though, so like she drains all that juice out because she has a machine that can drain blood and some other stuff. So she does, so all that juice is out. And like he remembers everything, and then he tells them that those stupid fucking villains like continuously torturing me though, like forcing me to eat fish. One of them, I think Toga, transformed into Ochaku, tried to like attacking me though, like that. Now this Toga, when she drinks blood, gains the ability of somebody. Now like she still has to train for their full power, but still she can still get it. And then he tells him like, "Toga, use your powers, Chaku," and all that. And then Recovery Girl says, what the heck is this stuff? And I actually don't know. And like, they get him in the UA sports exam because his powers immediately come back. He's ring gen. And then like Deku's like, gonna fight Bakugo. And now, remember that tracker's still on him. So like, if he goes anywhere, they could just immediately find him. So then, Bakugo fights Deku. Deku's like, actually just ate the ground, and then everyone's saying, what the heck? Wait, that's the kid that was like a giant though, that defeated that black, the sludge villain. So then everyone's staring at him though. He's like a giant. And when he does though, he actually grabs Bakugo. And like, Bakugo tries to move out of the way, but he actually slams the arena. And then like, Bakugo falls off. And then like, Deku like reverts back to normal, but they see that tail though of his, and then like his tail can like shrink or grow, but he likes keeping it out. And like when he was giant, he actually had claws and all that. So then Bakugo lost. It's so so then Bakugo actually congratulates Deku for winning. And then like it's the guy who can hypnotize people in this fight. So the guy loses because Deku can't be mind controlled. Yeah, he can't because his powers are all back though. So like he almost bites the guy's arm off though, but like he actually goes like a little gianter than him. He grabs him and then says, what should I do? Rip you off or like throw you on the side? Because this guy from Class 1B, anytime he would get is making fun of Deku, calling him a monster and all that stuff. Now, he's pissed off by it, but he won't kill him. So then he throws him in the air. Deku jumps in the air. And then he punches him so hard that he falls. But he ain't dead because the arena's really sturdy. And one of the person's quirks, they see in the thing. So like if you throw somebody really high in the air, Ochako's actually stopping the guy from falling that far. Hard though. And then like she said release, and then he falls. And then he throws him off the arena, and then he goes back to normal. And then like he's in the stadium watching. Because now it's Bakugo versus no, it will be the half guy versus Chaku. And now everyone knows who's gonna win because half and half, his ice ability only works if he like can touch something. So he doesn't really he uses both sides. He wins. And like now it's half and half guy versus Deku. And now the half and half guy looks at Deku and then he says, well, I'm gonna win this. And then he says, sure you are. And then they ask what he said, and I said, nothing. So then he grabs him like that, but then he tries to freeze his arms. But SCP-662 can adapt, because they tried to burn him, freeze him, all that stuff. So like, he's saying, why is my quirk not working? He's saying, well, you're weak then. And then like, he throws him off the arena. And like, before he gets thrown off the arena, he fires a fireball. And then Deku just eats it. And then, like, steam's coming out of his, like, there's holes in him, and, like, steam's coming out of it, and then it's, like, regenerating. And then they say, then he gets off the arena, because now it's the final two. So, like, it's him versus, let's say, let's say this. So, like, Deku gets to choose one more person that he could fight. So he chooses Bakugo again. And then he says, why? And then he says, well, you're, like, almost the nicest person to me. And then, so they fight. But then, before they fight, Deku finds this little weird, like, fruit. And then he eats it. And this fruit makes him, like, really aggravating, like, angry and stuff like that. So then, like, he's gained spikes, sharp teeth, sharp claws, a tail. And this tail is not like a normal tail, like a lizard tail. It's like a scorpion's tail. It's like he has 3 of them. And then and then Bakugo says Deku. And then, like, Deku's staring at him, though. And then he actually starts stabbing Bakugo in the fight. But, like, Bakugo actually blew off the guy's tail, Deku's, and, like, it's not working because it's just regenerating. It's becoming more durable, and then, like, the scorpion's tail actually just numbs his legs out, and then, like, Deku bites his leg, though, like, not that hard to hurt him or snap it. He throws him off the arena. Now, Deku wins. He gets a medal, but, like, he doesn't really keep it. He, like, actually eats it because he was wanting to taste how, gold tasted. He didn't eat the whole thing really fast. Sorry. He didn't eat the thing whole fast. He just ate it slowly. And, like, everyone's staring at him, and then All Might says, why are you eating the medal? And he just said, I want to check how gold tastes. And, like, he does. So then, that happens. So, like, the UA Sports Fest is over. All the news reporters, after it's done though, after Deku tries to go home, the news reporters try to talk to him. So then, he gets really aggravated, because he really doesn't want to talk to them, though. So then he eats, that gold All Might still had, that, gold medal, and he becomes a giant, though. And then he, like, walks away. And then, like, everyone's trying to follow him. But then they see his scorpion tail, and they're, like, scared of it, because they know one of those things can actually just kill us, though. But he wouldn't do it. So, like, they're backing away. And then, like, there's this one news reporter. He looks on TV, and then... Wait, no, he wouldn't technically leave school. He was just, like, never mind. He would go back to his dorm, because that's where he lives. And stuff, so everyone goes back to their dorms, and, like, he's thinking about, he needs to remember what those stupid villains did to him so he can get them back. Then, like, All Might comes to his room and said, Deku, because they gave him that nickname because they just can. And, like, they can, so, like, All Might sees that Deku's really aggravated because he got tortured for, like, 3 weeks, though, and stuff, so, like, he's very sorry to Deku, he couldn't save him, and Deku saying, it wasn't your fault, though, and they did not know he actually left when he got cut in half, so, like, when Muscular snapped his head off, it regenerated, and they create a clone of him. So now, and on the villain side, now they're at the bar still, they see a head of Deku, and they say, throw that thing away, but then it regenerates, and this new Deku, because this is how it's gonna work, so when he gets his limbs cut off, he regenerates, and then, as long as Deku's really close to him, he'll remember everything Deku remembers, but he's not, so, like, he doesn't know anything. So now there's the evil version of Deku, and then, like, Toga looks at that, like, hollow version of Deku, and, like, he really can't remember anything, he only called himself Deku, and stuff, and then they ask, hey, wait, that's the wrong one, we saw Deku on the news, so who the heck is this guy? And then, like, Shigaraki tries to, burn the guy, though, but, like, I meant that guy who has blue flames try to burn him. It actually does nothing, and they say this is Deku really, and then he says, "Who the heck are you guys?" And then he remembers that Muscular cut off his head, like actually snapped it off though, and Toga is right behind him, and when she does, she actually bops him on the head with a frying pan, and then he gets knocked out. And then it's the exact same thing Deku, the original one, did, and she's telling him all these fake lies, saying these heroes say the heroes actually was torturing you though, shocking you and stuff, and then she shows him his room, and it's just mostly bland. It's it only has a box and a TV, and that's it. And then Deku remembers that he told. So this is back on the hero side now, because I like how I could do hero and villains. Now he's back on the hero side, and he's saying, well, all my so this guy named Muscular though, he actually cut off my head. And I remember because if any of my limbs don't have a host, they'll just immediately grow, and then they'll forget everything except their name. And then All Might's really scared because he knows how Deku is, and he knows if the League of Villains get that Deku evil, then he'll kill a lot of people. Now, a few weeks pass, and now they're going with the Pussycats to the weird thing, and the cat people, those weird cat people though, I'm gonna search them up, but please give me a second. But those cat people start looking at Deku, and then my hero, they start looking at Deku. Yeah, these people, those. Yeah, just really don't know why they like cats. They just their full squads. Right here, they're looking at Deku, and then they're saying, "Oh, you must be Deku, though." And then this is his forest where he used to grow up in. And he remembers everything about this forest, and he remembers there's monsters because he sometimes tries to, there's sometimes monsters because they would sometimes go after him, but he always defeat them, but they always come back. And he knows everything about this forest, and then he tells, he's standing by Choco, and he tells him, "This is the forest I grew up in." And then everyone hears this, and then they say, "Well, you're gonna have an advantage on it." He says, "Well, it has been a long time, so all this stuff might have changed, and if you know I'm living in there, there's monsters that actually eat people, and everyone's scared now. But they will never ever come to my area though. They only come out at night, but they stay in the woods and stuff. So you guys get attacked. It's your fault." So then the Pussycats talk to Deku and privately saying, they say, "You're really grown in the woods, Deku." And then he says, "Yeah." And he says, "Who's your mom and dad?" And he says, "I don't have ones. I don't even know what those are." And then he has a weird quirk that he tells them everything about their quirks because they tell them to write down on this sheet and give it to them before they go into the forest. And they see Deku's, and they get Deku they tell everyone to go except Deku, and then they do. So everyone's mostly in the middle of the forest though, Bakugo's actually just gonna explode and fly though. And like, they speak in Deku privately, and they say, well, we know you can eat a lot of stuff though. And yeah, and then they say, is it true you could like wrap up any of your body parts and you'll still live? And they say, yeah. And then they ask, does your powers work with your blood? And they tell him, All Might already asked me this, and he said no. And then they say, okay, because, one of them actually has illness. So, like, it's tuberculosis. But, like, in the later series, he can actually, like, he can adapt to that, though, and actually, like, he's figured out a way to do that. So then he actually, like, they asked him to show him how his powers work. So they actually, rips off his horn arm, and then they see it growing back, though, and then they see another Deku growing, and they say, what the heck is this? This is Deku Clone 3. Where's 2? He tells them that villains have Deku Clone 2. So, like, Deku Clone 3 says, hey. And then, so they write down he can multiply by ripping off any of his limbs. He can grow by eating anything. And stuff. So, like, mostly everyone's there at the log cabin. And stuff. So, like, everyone who's in the forest meets all these monsters. Let's say they meet like a little Nomu that, like, it really only attacks them if they know where is it, and they know, like, if they attack at all. It's like, it's weird. These guys are furries. This one and this one are okay. And maybe this one, but no. No. What the fuck? And like, all that, and then she said you can go, and then like, they see Deku has a tail, and then it's too late to ask them about his tail. So then, like, he's in there, though, and he sees all those monsters, and then, like, all of them are scared of him because they know what he could do. So then they all run away, and Deku gets there by eating, like, a lot of leaves, branches, and, like, becoming a giant. And, like, they see that, and his tail is, like, big, though. He has sharp claws, though. So then he gets there, like, in, like, 3 steps, though, and then, like, he goes back stringing down. And, like, they have this other person. They have a different person here. Like, they have actually 5 people. One person that can teleport them anywhere. So then they tell him to teleport him, tell the pussycats at the end of the forest. So then they do before Deku. And then, like, they speak to Deku again, and they say, I never knew you had a tail, you could do all that, though. If you looked on that paper, you can read it. And then they did. And then, like, they said, well, you can go in, though. And they do. And then, like, everyone's staring at Deku, and they ask what the heck happened. He said, they asked me a weird question about my quirk, though. But Deku number 3 is right behind them. And then they say there's 2 Dekus. And, like, saying, well, this is my copy of me, and then this is Deku number 3. So, like, each time he gets a clone, they always have, like, a mark on them that has the number 3. So then they ask, where's Deku number 2? And then they tell them, well, Muscular. And then, that kid hears him talking about that guy, and he says, that's the guy who killed my parents. And he said, I'm sorry, but, like, that guy ripped off my head, though. Then Deku number 3 was cloned because I can't really control how he grows. And then, like, I skip all that stuff. And then, like, Deku number 3 is actually different from Deku number 1, too. Deku number 1 is, like, happy, though. Deku number 2... So, like, each time he clones himself, his emotions get split up. So, like, Deku still has happiness, fear. No, he has happiness, sadness, disgust, and not fear. So, like, Deku number 3 is, like, fear, though. He's shy. And then, like, everyone's asking, what about Deku? What's happening to Deku number 3? Oh, so he tells them how his personalities can get split into different clones. And, like, Deku number 2 is angry. So, like, he's really just, like, actually gonna kill those villains. And then, like, they're saying, okay, but, like, what if Deku number 3 gets, like, destroyed? Now he tells them the clones can be destroyed, but their essence will just go back into him, though. And then, like, Deku creates, all the Dekus. Like, he creates sadness, fear, disgust, happiness, and then, like, he's there, but, like, he's just a hollow shell, because without any emotions, he's mostly just a shell. And, like, they actually tell him, well, he just needs, as long as one of us are in him, he can just survive, though. But, like, that, so, like, fear's, like, ripped behind, fear's actually holding on to, disgust, and then, like, happiness, like, actually love, is actually talking to Ochaku, and then, like, disgust is saying all the mean things to everybody, though. He's mostly targeting Bakugo. And then, like, Bakugo gets so fucking mad, though, and he actually shoots, he actually explodes Deku number 3. I mean, whichever Deku, the disgust one. But he actually, he wanted to do that because he can go back in Deku. He does. He said, what the fuck happened, though? They said, your stupid, motion disgust did that. So, for each, Deku has actually black hair. And for each emotion has different colored hair. So, like, fear has white hair, all those rests. And so like, it's like night though, and they're like in that sauna thing, and like, scared Deku doesn't want to touch the water. So, like, happiness Deku pushes scared Deku in the water. And then he becomes relaxed, but he's still scared though. And then, he tells all the Dekus that, you guys feel that though? And they say, yeah. And they're asking, what do you feel? Deku number 3 is here. And they say, how is that possible? And then, like, so now on the villain side, Deku number 3 is part of the League of Villains. They're glad because now they have, like, his own. And now, like, they are, like, Deku number 3 knows where they are because A, they have a tracker on it, and B, Deku number 3 knows where all the Deku's at. So then fear goes back into Deku. And, disgust is still there. And actually angry is just, like, actually red, though. And he becomes a giant. So, like, they hear all those thumping, though, and stuff like that. So, like, they run outside and they see a giant Deku with red hair. So then Bakugo says, well, you told us this Deku can be killed. And he says, yeah. And they see on the top that Toga's riding on his shoulder. And, like, he sees this, though. And then, like, Deku number 3 stops. And then he goes back to normal. And he says, hi, Deku, and all that stuff. And I said, what do you want, Toga? And he says, well, we have a clone of you. And saying, like, he's invincible. No, he tells them that he's actually not invincible. I am, though. All those clones might have all my traits. But they can't do anything. They're mostly just, like, they're just me, but with different emotions. And they have the exact same powers, but the invincibility is, like, gone. I have all that. And then she's just staring at him, though, and then, like, she actually, like, kills Mad Deku, and he actually almost kills, Toga, But Toga runs really fast though before he can kill him. And then like he becomes like a red essence and he goes back to Deku. And then so like he eats salt that actually increases his speed and strength and his size. So then they hear that though, and then Toga tells them that fake Deku was actually not invincible at all though. And then they say, what the heck? And so like they're really mad at Toga now. So like now Deku's in the woods because everyone stayed back though, because they know if they get in their way, they're gonna die. So then like so Deku is not faster than Toga. Deku's not faster than Toga. So like when they're fighting, Toga actually like stabs him, slices him though, and stuff like that. But Deku holds her into like, so let me show you this move he does. So like he grabs Toga by the back, then creates a clone of himself, and like the other clones like actually just like he creates 3 clones. So like anger's there and happiness there, and now they're like taking them back to the cabinet. So like they chain her up though, and like she's in a chair, and then she's being really crazy. So like they put her outside, and they hear screaming, and then they see he's it's Muscular, and he's like outside though with that little boy, and like that little boy went outside to pee because in the sauna there's no bathroom, so he went out to pee, and then he's done, so he walks back, but then he gets kidnapped, and like Toga's gone, and then like everyone's mad, but like they said, where the heck's that little kid at though? He should have been back by now. And so like they go after him. Now the kid's terrified because they know Muscular can do and Toga. And now like they are thinking of, Toga's saying out loud, well, we could gum like a fish though and steal all his blood. And he's like really scared of that because he doesn't want to die. And like he's trying to squirm out of Muscular's hand because it's so disgusting and stuff. So yeah, I might just watch that. But like he is like Mr. Aizawa says, what happened, kids? I heard like a lot of noise though. And he says that little kid got stolen. And like Toga and the Muscular here, when he said, why you guys didn't tell us though? Well, Deku sort of captured Toga, and then they got out. But like Deku's really aggravated because they know that kid has a lot of things common with him. So then he goes ballistic, and then he starts like killing himself like 7 times. He mostly keeps fear inside of him because he knows fear is actually useless. He tells anger to go west. He tells happiness to go south. He tells disgust to go east. And he goes in the sky because like he can adapt though, so he has wings. He flies in the air. And then he tells everyone they're going east though. So then they all come there. All Might's there now. Like, cause he came though. He was asleep, and then like All Might came. And then they see him. But guess what? All Might gave his hair to nobody yet. So like he's still waiting for a successor. And he sees Deku, and then he thought, hey, this kid could actually be my successor. So then he tells Deku before he goes that here's my power, and then he says, okay, and then he eats the hair. He becomes like super strong, and then like all those Dekus get super strong too. So then like he tells everybody they're going east, so all of them run after them, and they split up into like 3 teams for, let's say 7. So like Toga, I'm at Froppy and Ochaku, Deku's alone, Bakugo and Ida, everybody else though, like different teams in Class 1A. So now like Deku's alone, and like he hears Toga laughing, and then like he sees Toga, but he's actually that little kid, and he says, "Hey, we found him though. Come on, let's go back." And that's actually not him, but she's not covering his blood. She has like a lot of blood, so she could tell. And you're gonna ask, how did they get the clothes though? So like they had a third person with them. They had a third person with them that could clothes and stuff. So like this is gonna leave off here, but Toga is now that little boy though, and she actually infiltrated U.A now. But like she actually becomes, she actually gets in Deku. Never mind. She actually tries to kill Deku. Deku can tell that's not that little boy. He tells all the clones to come back to him, so they do. They splits up again, and then like he takes them back again. And then like All Might tells him, "Where's that little boy though?" He says he's dead. And like everyone's surprised. So then Deku says, "You're lying though." He says, "Nope, he's dead." And like everyone's really mad now, but like a portal opens up, and this we're gonna have to leave off here because it's been a long time. And I'm so sorry if I dragged this out too much, but bye.